Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So this week I grabbed my Simple Stories Spring Farmhouse Kit. I'm a scrapbooker, so I had these on hand and I have been hoarding them for, I think, maybe 3 or 4 years now. Let's see if there's a date, 2019, so 4 years, and I love them, but I don't scrapbook very much. So I'm kind of sick of hoarding my supplies, and I grabbed this set of stickers, the 3 rolls of washi tape that I had that went along with the kit, my 2 hexagon punches. I believe one is 1 inch and one is 3/4 of an inch, but I'll find them and link them below. They're from Fiskars. And then I just took the top sheet that I know I'll never use to scrapbook and 2 scrap pieces from another project I had done before. I also grabbed some white sticker paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump in. My plan with the Fiskars punch is to punch some hexagons and put some white stickers over top. I liked the look of those hexagons last week. I'll link that video below. But I liked how that looked, and I liked how I could put my calendar items in the hexagons, so I wanted to go ahead and do that again this week. And if you're wondering why I would not use this to scrapbook, but I will use it in my planner, is it is a glossy sheet of paper where everything else in the collection is a matte finish. And I don't mind the glossy in my planner, but I do not like the glossy on my scrapbook pages. So I knew I wasn't going to use it for that. But I also have always wanted to find a project to do with this sheet because there is such pretty graphics on it. So I think this is the perfect way. So I do go ahead and get all these hexagons punched out, and then I am going to punch out a bunch of hexagons on my white sticker paper as well. So for the white hexagons, I use the smaller punch so that when you overlap it on the pattern paper, it leaves a border. And you can see the one demo that I have there. It is a pain to get to the other parts of the paper without having a straight edge, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trimming off the edge to try and make a straight edge, and I couldn't even leave that little flap there, so I had to trim that off as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish cutting my hexagons, and then I will layer the white hexagons on top of the pattern paper. Now, in order to get my sticker paper apart, I do use a piercer tool, and normally I don't have a problem with this. Tonight I did. I kept poking through the front of the sticker paper as well, so I will try to cut out as much as possible, but I would poke through the front of the white sticker paper, so I would have to cut more of the hexagon stickers, which is fine since I have plenty of white sticker paper, but I'm glad that it wasn't a sticker or something that I had printed that I was poking through. So I'm not sure what I was doing exactly, but I got about halfway through and then I started poking all the way to the front for some reason. Maybe got a little heavy-handed. So this is a very handy trick in most cases. Once I got those all put together, I did kind of just lay them across the page to see how they would look and how they space out, and how many I could put on each side. The only thing I don't love about these is how thick of a border there is around the white part, but at least you can see more of the paper, so I guess it's not a horrible thing. Also, there is still plenty of room for me to write in the white part, so that is also helpful. I thought I wanted something behind those so they weren't just floating. So I went ahead and grabbed the pink gingham washi tape and just ripped it in half. It was kind of a pain to rip in half because it was curling on itself. But I thought I would put that behind my hexagons. And so I did go ahead and do it on this first side just to see what it would look like behind the hexagons. But once I get it trimmed up and I start laying the hexagons down on it, it is very light. But let's go ahead and get some of these hexagons down. As you can see, my little tape runner is out of tape, and this is why I frequently just go for the ATG tape gun. I love it. I don't have to refill the tape very often. It's a little bit of overkill for these little stickers, but again, I hate refilling tape. I hate running out of tape, so that's why I use my ATG as my go-to. I also grab my T-square ruler just so I can get those bottom row of hexagons lined up. I don't think I had to do this, but I get a little particular when things get crooked. So I just thought it would be easier to go ahead and grab that T-square and get them down straight to start. Now, I'm also playing around with putting some outside of that line, and here's where I'm thinking that maybe I should have cut a few of the small hexagons as well, just as filler, but I think it does turn out okay. I would have had to go into my scrapbook paper if I wanted to go with some smaller hexagons now. So I definitely don't want to cut a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper just for a couple of hexagons. So I am going to just stick with the ones that I have. Now, you might be realizing that I have forgotten to put the washi tape down under the hexagons on this side, but take a look. You can barely see the washi tape on the left-hand side, so I think it's okay that I forgot it on the right-hand side. It was barely noticeable. I will go back and take it off the left-hand side just because I am particular about that and it will bother me later, but again, you can barely see it on the left-hand side, so I think it's fine that I didn't put it down. And like I said, we will go back and take it off on the other side. And then if you're wondering why I flipped my T-square ruler over, because the paper is so thin, the place where the T-square kind of butts up against the flat edge of the paper, it sticks up too high to get a true straight edge. So if you flip it the other way, then the part that's away from the T will lay flat on the paper. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. And then I am going to go ahead and take the washi tape off on the left-hand side because it doesn't really make sense to have it there and not on the other side. So I'm not completely taking it off. I am just taking it off of the areas that you can see and not worrying about it in the rest of the places. So I'm not going to take the stickers up just to get the washi tape up. I do like the washi tape a lot, so I did go ahead and put it up at the top, as you can see. So I'll go ahead and do that. Again, I'm just ripping the washi tape so that it has a little rougher look and so that I can stretch it. I'm not sure if you can tell, but those rolls of washi tape don't have very much washi on them. They're quite expensive for how little washi tape you get. But again, it goes with a whole scrapbook collection, so that is why I purchased them. Now I'm just going to find some more box-like stickers just so I can fill out a few more things functionally. I know that my son has end of course exams on Monday and Wednesday, so I want to make sure that I write those in. And I don't think there's enough hexagons to write those in as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put those boxes in. And then my sister-in-law's birthday is coming up, so I will grab a box for that as well. And I'm just trying to move it around so that when I re-punch the holes in the planner, it doesn't take off any of the parts of the sticker that I want to make sure I keep. So I do go ahead and put that little label sticker down for my sister-in-law's birthday. Then I think I have most of my functional things down for the week. So I'm going to go ahead and just work on decorating a little more. I go ahead and put a skinny piece of washi tape along the bottom just to frame out my page a little more. I am sad that I wasted the little piece of washi that I had running behind the hexagons on the left-hand side, so I had to re-rip another piece of tape. I really try to not hoard my supplies, but use them wisely and not waste them. The next thing I'm going to do is get down some lines before I run out of space by putting all the pretty things down. My plan this week is to get some spring cleaning done, get some maintenance things lined up. So the 3 lines above the bottom box are for those items. Spring cleaning and things like calling a roofer. We had a bad hailstorm this past week, so we need to have somebody come look at our roof and just things like that. Cleaning off my porch, getting my porch decorations back out. Hopefully it is going to start warming up for good this time. Power washing, all those things. And then the lines at the bottom of the page will be for any other things I need to do. But other than on the weekend, I am not going to put that many lines because I know that between the spring cleaning items and my work projects, my Splunk engagement is still going on, and that has been pretty much 8 to 5 every day. So I don't have much time for other tasks this week. So I don't want to put in so many lines where I feel like I am not getting things done. So just a few lines at the bottom, a couple lines at the top for the spring cleaning items, and then I'll have plenty of room to decorate in between, which I'm excited about. So let's break out those stickers. I think there are so many cute stickers in this little collection. The first one that I grab is Feed and Seed. That is for my meal plans. And since we don't have any long stickers in this collection, I'm just going to go ahead and put boxes for each day of the week. And I will use just the regular paper to write down our meal plans. So I'll put one box for each day of the week, and then to the right of it, I will write down what the meal plan is. Right now, I'll just write in Monday, Tuesday, etc. I did struggle not to put more here, but I need to leave room for my meal plans. I really wanted to decorate that little area more, but again, I need to leave room for functionality. So then I am going to go ahead and just start layering in the other stickers just for decoration. I don't need to leave a lot of other blank space that isn't already there. That bottom section on the left sidebar will be used for any returns that I have to make. I know that I have an Amazon return. I'm not sure. I'll have to go through and look at the other things. But other than that, other than where my lines already are, I don't need to leave a lot of room. So let's go ahead and fill in with, I'm going to start with this cute flower. The other thing that I had a hard time with was I love the yellow, but I was trying not to put yellow next to yellow next to yellow. So I loved that. I can't remember what it says. Rise then shine. I loved that little yellow sticker, but I didn't really want the yellow sticker next to the yellow flower. So I went ahead and used the Home Sweet Home. And then these little like typewriter stickers were super cute as well. And that one said, live a little, love a lot. And again, I'm just filling in any of the white spaces, trying to balance out the colors some, and just going with my mood for tonight. And hopefully I will like it going forward. So I did use one of the yellow boxes with a pink flower instead of the pink box with the pink flower. So again, just trying to balance the colors throughout and use the pretty things that are inspiring me tonight. I did go ahead and put some more yellow flowers down. Really, if there were enough yellow accessories, I would have just done all yellow because I just love this yellow so much. I went ahead and put some flowers down at the bottom, some flowers up at the top. I can't get over how much I love this collection, and I wish that I had more time to play with it. And I don't know about your schedule, but this is probably the craziest time of year for us, other than back to school. Everything happens in April and May. Right now, my daughter is about to start softball games. We've been doing some practices, but right now she's about to start games. That impacts everyone since my husband is also the coach. My son is about halfway through his soccer season, but we have at least one tournament out of town. My daughter has camp. I have a trip with a girlfriend. The project at work is still going on. We had a bunch of procurement in January that will all start coming into the office starting next month. So it is always crazy in May. I don't know how I would handle it if I didn't have a good system set up. So between my planner and my Google Calendar, that is how I can control my life and things that are going on. I have to remember the small things as well as the big things. So, when is my son's dentist appointment? I have to fill out the paperwork for my daughter's evaluation. I have to send $2 in on Monday for an ice cream party. It's all the little tiny things and the big things all at once. So, again, this time of year especially is very important for me to stay on top of things with my planner. I really didn't feel like I had the time to even put the spread together, but the reason why I did it was because I knew that I would be floundering if I didn't. And I won't use my planner if I don't put some time into decorating it. It doesn't need to be this extreme, but if I don't at least put lines into my planner, I know that I won't be successful. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the big things in my planner. Let me know if this is helpful or not. I'm not going to do the menu planning yet because honestly, I am just tired, and we'll do the menu planning and my grocery order on Sunday. So I went ahead and got my son's end of course exams written in. He has algebra on Monday and biology on Wednesday. And then my sister-in-law's birthday is on Thursday. And then I go ahead and get the other big items put in the boxes. My daughter has softball practice at 5 on Monday. I have a game at 7:27. Ben has a dentist appointment on Tuesday. Soccer practice on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I do leave 2 boxes empty on like Friday and Saturday. We don't necessarily have anything specific scheduled those days yet, but I will go ahead and just leave space, and then I will fill them in with something else if something doesn't come up. My daughter has a scrimmage on Saturday, and Ben only has one soccer game this Sunday. So those are the big things, and then I will write in my meetings for the week. So on Monday, I'm just going to, at first I try and put it at the top, but I didn't like how it looked up there. Basically, I just wanted to note the Splunk engagement that pretty much runs the whole week and eats up most of my time during the day. So I did grab a box and write in Splunk engagement. And then I just went ahead and wrote in the rest of my meetings for the week. And hopefully once I get past Tuesday, it will be smooth sailing. It looks a little crazy up until then. But this is my spread for the week. Thanks for coming along. I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.